My prompts are how the film industry has changed over time and how films communicate ideas and emotions to audiences. The film industry has changed dramatically since it began in the late 19th century. Film started as black and white, relying heavily on visual storytelling. This was the era of silent films, when Charlie Chaplin pretty much dominated the film industry. The introduction of sound, color, and special effects transformed movies into more immersive experiences. Over time, technological advances like CGI, digital filmmaking, and streaming platforms have reshaped both production and distribution, making films more accessible all over the world. Social and cultural shifts have influenced storytelling, leading to more diverse perspectives and inclusive representation. One I can think of specifically is movies used to never show a text conversation on the screen because phones weren't as prominent as they are today. Now it seems almost rarer for movies not to do this, and even some movies try to incorporate, in my opinion badly, the use of social media lingo. Today, franchises and on-demand streaming dominate, reflecting an industry that continues to adapt to audience expectations and technological innovations. Films communicate ideas and emotions to audiences through a combination of visual, auditory, and narrative techniques. The story itself, the characters, plot, and dialogue, conveys themes, moral questions, or social commentary. Cinematography, which consists of camera angles, lighting, and color, sets the mood and emphasizes certain emotions or ideas. A movie that uses the camera angles heavily is The Shining. The famous Steadicam shots following Danny on his tricycle through the Overlook Hotel corridors make the space feel endless and eerie. Stanley Kubrick will also center characters in perfectly symmetrical shots, which adds an unsettling, almost hypnotic quality. A good example of a film that uses lighting and color tones would be Greta Gerwig's adaptation of Little Women. She uses cool, desaturated tones to indicate flashbacks or past events, while warm tones are used to show us the present. This use of lighting and color not only helps viewers orient themselves in time, but it also shapes emotional responses, reinforcing the mood of each scene. One film that the book mentioned that uses color very heavily is La La Land, which is my husband's favorite musical. One of the first things I noticed in watching La La Land was how captivating the movie was in its use of color, and how it did a good job on conveying passion and joy, and the dreamlike quality of Hollywood and LA. Editing can also control pacing in a movie, guiding the audience's focus and reactions. It makes me think of movies I've seen where you almost need to watch it twice to see any foreshadowing or hidden clues you might have missed the first time. This happens in a lot of Christopher Nolan movies like Inception or Interstellar. Sound design and music evoke feelings, highlight dramatic moments, or reinforce atmosphere. One movie that will make me cry every time because of the soundtrack and score alone is Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. I say all the time it has the best music of any movie ever. Together, these elements work in harmony, allowing films to tell complex stories and evoke deep emotional responses beyond words alone.